Let's address the elephant in the room. When you hear the phrase, buy real estate with no money down, your brain probably jumps straight to late-night infomercials and get-rich-quick scams. I don't blame you. But investors in 2026 use these legal strategies every day. The success of these deals relies on a very specific distinction regarding how a transaction is actually settled. You aren't using your own cash to acquire the asset. Instead, you are purchasing the property by spending a different form of value. This diagram outlines the true cost of real estate. If you take cash out of the equation, you have to pay with one of these four pillars: your time and sweat equity, your lifestyle flexibility, your social capital, or your willingness to take on legal risk. The reason most beginners fail is a currency mismatch. If you try to execute a strategy that demands heavy legal risk, but the only resource you actually possess is free time, the pieces will not fit. You will get crushed. Building wealth from scratch requires a brutally honest audit of what you actually have. You must match your specific real estate strategy to the alternative currency you are richest in. Let's look at exactly how to do that. Start with the strategy demanding the most sweat equity. Finding an owner desperate to sell a distressed property takes a relentless, pounding wave of effort. This is the core mechanism of wholesaling. You locate an owner facing foreclosure or messy inheritance, negotiate a purchase contract at a steep discount, and then sell that exact piece of paper to a cash-heavy house flipper. You act strictly as the connector. Because you never actually close on the property or apply for a mortgage, you walk away with an assignment fee ranging from $5,000 to $25,000. The trade-off is steep. You pay for that fee with 3 to 6 months of grinding. You will spend hours cold calling, sending direct mail, and driving neighborhoods finding neglected houses, all without a single guaranteed paycheck. Looking at our strategy matrix, wholesaling slots perfectly into the first row. Your input is pure time and hustle. Your outcome is a lump sum assignment fee. And the catch is the absolute lack of a guaranteed salary. Success in wholesaling depends on a high-intensity sales and marketing operation. This process generates the initial seed capital required to eventually transition into long-term property ownership. If you have a steady job and decent credit, you have a completely different currency. You can use an FHA loan to acquire a multi-unit property, like a duplex, through a strategy called house hacking. FHA loans only require a 3.5% down payment. On a standard $200,000 duplex, your hurdle is $7,000, but you can wipe that out entirely. By stacking state grants or negotiating seller concessions, your out-of-pocket expense drops to zero. You move into one half of the duplex and rent out the other. In a strong market, your tenant's rent covers the entire monthly mortgage payment. You live for free while slowly building property equity. Bringing back the strategy matrix, house hacking is a clear trade. You input your good credit and state grants, you get free living and equity. But the catch is a direct hit to your personal lifestyle. You are giving up the flexibility to live exactly where you want and taking on the midnight phone calls of a live-in landlord. If you can endure that sacrifice, you turn your biggest monthly liability into a wealth-building engine. Right now, there is a massive demographic of people sitting on substantial cash reserves, earning terrible yields in standard bank accounts, who have absolutely no time to learn real estate. A joint venture solves both of your problems. You bring the hustle, sourcing the distressed property, running the market analysis, and coordinating the management. They bring the down payment and their pristine mortgage qualification. You structure operating agreements with a real estate attorney to split profits 50-50 or 60-40. You secure a piece of a cash-flowing asset without spending a dime of your own money. Checking our matrix, a partnership requires rigorous deal analysis and management labor as the input. Your outcome is a profit split. And the catch is that you must trade your operational expertise to secure their capital. A passive partner requires a concrete, mathematically sound deal before they commit their savings. Your deep market analysis provides the data and the security that makes their investment possible. The final tier of zero cash investing operates under immense pressure. These strategies require navigating complex legal gray areas, and the tension is constant. The first is subject to financing. When an owner is desperate to avoid foreclosure, you can take legal ownership of their property and take over their exact existing mortgage payments, bypassing a new bank loan entirely. This split screen chart illustrates the massive financial advantage. Instead of taking out a new loan at today's 7% rate, which eats all your cash flow, you inherit their old loan from 2021 at 3.5%. The margins are staggering. The alternative advanced tactic is a lease option. You pay a tiny upfront fee to lease a property with the right to buy it later at today's price. You then sublease it for a profit, controlling the asset and future appreciation without owning it. But subject to financing contains a massive legal trapdoor. Almost every mortgage includes a due on sale clause. If the lender notices the property ownership transferred to you, they hold the legal right to demand the entire loan balance be paid immediately. Our final row on the matrix shows exactly what you are trading. Your input is pure legal risk and sharp negotiation. Your outcome is sub-market interest rates and property control. The catch is the constant shadow of the due on sale clause. These strategies offer the highest possible leverage in real estate, but they demand absolute flawless legal execution from an attorney and an iron stomach for risk to prevent a single mistake from causing financial ruin. The search for truly free real estate is a dead end. The investors who actually succeed are the ones who stop looking for shortcuts and start auditing which non-cash currency they are willing to spend right now. This flowchart maps exactly where you should start based on your resources today, assuming your bank account is at zero. If you have solid credit and the flexibility to pack up your life and move, follow the first branch. House hacking is your safest, highest reward entry point. If your credit is poor, but you have immense drive and lots of free time, follow the second branch. Wholesaling will force you to learn your local market while building your initial cash pile. And if you lack capital but possess strong analytical skills and a talent for networking, follow the third branch. Partnerships allow you to leverage your brain to control someone else's money. You can test your chosen strategy against real market numbers right now. I've linked FHA lender comparisons and deal analysis tools like DealCheck in the description below, so you can start running the math. Real estate exclusively rewards execution and calculated sacrifice. Pick your currency, drop a comment letting me know which strategy you are committing to, and hit subscribe.